Sagittarius, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late December 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Saggies. I hope you're all doing fabulous. I hope you're festive and merry. Let's get it going for my Saggies here, please. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. What do we got for Saggy, please, my guides? Okay, thank you. Yeah, so this could be a big card of temptation we're seeing right here. In position number one, there could be something you were very much tempted by in this time, or something that you could be clinging on to or holding on to when we have this energy. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the December subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, I'd greatly appreciate it. But into the reading, enough of the promo, have a little look here. So this is very similar to the Devil in the tarot deck. I don't feel like this energy is as toxic as when the devil shows up in a tarot read. But when I see this, it just represents some sort of attachment or something unresolved or something that you could be holding on to for whatever reason, whether it's emotionally, physically, mentally. And I always say when this card shows up in the front end of a reading, you could be tempted in this time. If there's something you've been trying to refrain from, a behavior, a way of thinking, whatever it might be, there could be big temptations coming in the future days and weeks here when we have a card like this. Okay, so do with that what you will. And yeah, I do feel like there is something that's just sticking around, like something or someone that's just like sticking around like a thorn in the side. Let's get into tarot. Let's dig into this further. I always say with that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. But yeah, I'm going to get you 3 cards in the upright before we get that juicy stuff going. Let's shuffle it up one time for Saggy. What do we got, my guides? So, last week's reading was titled An Unexpected Loss. That is not the type of energy I like to see at this time of year. We're looking at prosperity and rewards and gains. We don't want something to leave our lives unexpectedly. So we're going to hope for some positivity here this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, so I hope nothing like that did happen. But let's see what we have, because we could be seeing your energy or someone else's. Let's just go. What do we got for Saggy? Get it going, Kyle. Get it going, Kyle Claus. What do we got for Saggy, please? Okay, Page of Cups. Yeah, this is a big card of communication. Someone might want to have a talk or a conversation with you here. Big theme here right on the front end with this Page of Cups. Let's get 2 more. Could be water sign energy as well. I don't want to speculate too much, but that is one of my bigger cards of communication, conversation. Let's get it going here. What do we got for Sadie? Thank you. All right, yeah, a lot of you could be trying to stay very hopeful and optimistic in this time, which would be a good thing. We have the star taking up the center. This is big Aquarius type of energy. Not bad at all. Maybe you're hoping on hearing from somebody, hoping on hearing some news. Yeah, and here's that devil right here on the back end. Now, I do feel like this star and this devil, they're like opposing forces where you might be seeing like the good in something and the negative, like trying to see both sides of a situation. But let's go through real quick. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes before we get that intuitive, juicy stuff. Saggy, I would say we have a very interesting layered type of reading this week. But in position number 1, we do have the Page of Cups. A big card of communication. I always say all pages are communicators, all pages are messengers and students, but this one in particular is more about emotional offers or somebody spilling their guts, telling you how they feel, telling you what they expect or what they want. So this could be a lot of communication going back and forth, or somebody just literally wanting to talk to you, send a message to you. So you might be feeling the same way with the Page of Cups. It is a loving type of card. It is representative of love and emotion. I do like this Page of Cups. But moving forward through the reading, and we'll break that down more as we get into the intuitive, juicy stuff, we have the star in position number 2. Like I was saying, a lot of you could be acting or being very hopeful or optimistic that something might shake out good or turn out better for whatever reason. Now, if you're not connected to an Aquarius, because this can be an Aquarius person, it's about the future. like looking years down the line. So a lot of you might be thinking about your future or thinking about the future of something. Like, is there even a future with a card like this? But I would urge you to see a light at the end of the tunnel. Don't lose hope. So it depends on what clarifies this. Now, I did say, I feel like this devil coming up right next to it could be a warning for sure, but it's like an opposing force to this star, right? Where you might be seeing the good in something, or might be being more optimistic, but something or someone keeps like dragging you back, dragging you down. So we have this devil on the back end, could be a warning of some sort. This could represent toxicity, right? So a lot of the things I was saying about this devil right here in the front end still remains, right? There could be something unresolved, right? When we have this devil energy, or something that you just don't have peace with it, right? So there could be someone you're connected to that is like, all right, this is an unresolved situation. I don't have peace, so it's lingering, okay? It could represent addictions. It could represent obsessive thoughts. So there's a lot of things here with this devil. It's attachments in general. So I feel like it can be some sort of, I don't want to say obsession, but it could be a warning of some sort. I really want to clarify it and see what it's about. Now, some of you, if you're connected to a Capricorn, that could just be them, right? And if you're a Capricorn cross-watching, don't get mad. The devil's your card due to the goat symbolism. But I'm seeing this tug of war, right? So there could be someone that is very much conflicted, of two minds, like thinking one way one second, another way the next. There's a little bit of chaos here, right? So I really want to see how the rest of this plays out. Let's dive deeper, Saggy. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, so let's get one good shuffle here for my Saggies, see what's going on. I'll try to keep it light and polite and optimistic. Let's go. And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on this Page of Cups. What could this message or conversation be about? And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why this box is here. If you're feeling any messages off this spread that you want to give to Saggy, you can drop it right down in the comments. I don't mind. Won't be stepping on my toes. Okay, Page of Cups. Why is this Page of Cups here for my friends? Thank you. Tower in reverse, yeah, unresolved. And I was getting something very, very similar in the Aries reading too. The Tower can be some sort of shock or surprise too. Now, I feel like for a lot of you, this could be one of two different things. It could be some sort of communication coming in where like you're surprised that it actually does, even though you were kind of expecting it. All right, so do with that what you will. It's like, oh yeah, I kind of expected this to happen, but I'm still surprised it did. Like, that's a vibe, all right? So it could be some sort of unexpected talk, unexpected message, even though you kind of had thoughts that it might happen, because the Tower, even in reverse, it can represent like that shock, right? So it could be a shocking talk or something along those lines. But for a lot of you, I was also getting that vibe of something feeling like unresolved, or something that still hasn't been worked through, and that could be linking to this devil energy on the back end. There could be something within yourself or a situation you're going through that just, it hasn't been fully processed yet for whatever reason. There's still some healing that needs to be done there. Okay, somebody hasn't let it go, and they might not for a long time. Let's keep moving over to the Star. I do feel like for a lot of you, it could just be like hearing from someone out of the blue as well, but let's see what's up with that Star card. Okay. I mean, we did have that like shocking, unexpected energy last week as well. So let's see what's up with the Star. I don't want to talk it to death. You know what it is, my friends. Okay. Yeah, we have the Emperor in reverse. A lot of you could be having a lot of time like controlling your mind state in this time. The mind could be running. This could be somebody that could be like a mess, like a nervous wreck, a nervous mess. Like mentally here, that's a vibe I'm picking up with this Emperor in reverse. Now, for some of you, you might just be having issues with an Aries when the Emperor shows up in reverse here. But under the Star here, it's like, you know, I'm trying to stay positive about this. I'm trying to see the silver lining. I'm trying to see the good side of what's going on right now, but I can't for whatever reason, right? That's like an intuitive vibe I'm picking up here. So once again, do with that what you will. But for a lot of you, yeah, this could be something good coming towards you. It might be a little bit away, right? This could be a good result or a positive result, like that's a little bit down the line, but it might be out of your hands. Like there could be something that's just out of your hands, right? Like you really don't have a say in how this might go or finish out for whatever reason. But let's keep moving. Interesting. And like I was saying, like there could be somebody who is like mentally, like I don't like using words like they're a mess, they're a wreck, but that's just the vibe I'm picking up there. You know me, I like to try to keep it as optimistic as possible. What's going on here? Let's go in on this devil, and we'll do a quick recap before the shadow card. Because this devil could be the big warning, right? So why is the devil here? Thank you. Yeah, King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it might take a while to resolve this or resolve something. Okay, with the King of Cups in reverse. Now you could be having issues with a water sign with the King of Cups in reverse underneath this devil. And when I see him, it's just that emotional volatility with the Tower showing up, the King of Cups in reverse. Like there is something you can't help but control. Like this is, I don't want to use the word uncontrollable feelings, or you might love something or someone even though you don't want to. Okay, and I know that's a very strong thing to say. Okay, like there could be someone or something you have very fond, strong feelings about, even though you wish that you didn't. I know. Hopefully this is making sense, Saggy, because I'm just getting a whole bunch of different stuff. But for some of you, just know there could be an issue or a situation, a serious one, that might take a long time to resolve, especially if you've been emotionally scarred in recent days and weeks, or even like months back. Like there could be something lingering in the energy. It's just very hard to resolve. Okay, so let's put these back down and go through and do a quick little recap. Because I was feeling very good in the beginning of this, Saggy, but it's like we're catching speed bumps and roadblocks here. Let's go through before the shadow card. In position number 1, we have the Page of Cups with the Tower in reverse. Was giving me that unresolved type of situation or issue thing. So there might be something within yourself or within a situation you're going through that just didn't get a proper resolution. I was getting that through a lot of the fire signs here. For another portion of you, it could be like a shocking or an unexpected communication that comes in, or a talk like where you're surprised that it actually did, but you were kind of expecting it. It's like one of those vibes, very interesting. But in the center, we have the Star card with the Emperor in reverse. And to me, it felt like somebody's like really trying to see the bright side of something. They're really trying to see the light at the end of the tunnel here, but they can't help something. Like it's like they're nervous, they're a mess, they're a wreck. And I don't say those words lightly. It's making me feel very agitated seeing this star with the Emperor in reverse. So there is something out of someone's control. And Spirit might be asking you to see that. Like, listen, it's out of your hands. It's out of your control right now. Moving to the back end, we have the Devil with the King of Cups in reverse. You might have feelings towards someone or something, even though you don't want to. And this could be something that's going to take a long time to resolve. Like if you've been emotionally hurt, emotionally injured, big warning here on the back end that it might take a long time to process and work through when we have energies like this. So please take a screenshot, Saggy. I'm going to get you one shadow card here. Like I said, only take it if it hits, and it could be someone in your sphere, right? Let's get one shadow card. This isn't like the best energy, especially in this time of year. Let's get you one shadow card. What's going on for the Saggies, please? But I did see this vein running through a lot of the fire signs. All right, so let's get it going. What do we got for Saggy? What's in the shadows here? Maybe this will help us understand. Okay. Yeah, Queen of Cups. Something left unsaid, right? Like you might have things or words that have been left unsaid for whatever reason. There could be something you're holding back or holding in with the Queen of Cups. Another thing I always say when she shows up in a spread is she feels very strongly, but she is a card of repression. There could be something you're trying to repress when she shows up in the shadow side, or it could be repressed memories, repressed things like that that could come bubbling up. But for a portion of you, yeah, maybe it's shadows connected to a water sign or shadows connected to a mother figure even. But yeah, when I see her, it's a big card of repression. So Spirit could be asking you that, hey, when you have some alone time, when you have some off time, maybe do a little soul search and clear out some of those shadows, clear out some of that gunk, dig into what has been suppressed and try to just move it on out here. But for some of you, it could just be simple. Maybe there's like a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that you're not really happy with right now. But yeah, Saggy, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the December subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the November subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced after the Fire Air readings this week. But for December, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot in Wonderland. This is the deck I used in this week's reading. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. Second, let me know down in the comments which tarot card makes you happiest when you see it. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of December, I will put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.